and informative.
A very beautiful morning to you and welcome to the News Machine, the hottest news magazine show on radio, and we are reaching you from our Hot FM stations in Lagos on 93.3 FM, Hot FM Abuja 98.3 FM, and Hot FM Owerri 99.5 FM, 7 a.m. to 7:15 a.m. Monday to Friday. I am Victor Eze. This morning on the News Machine, court grants IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu's request to private medical doctor of choice. NNPCL monopoly ends as marketers' fuel vessel arrives. Still in the headlines, fuel hike, pro-Tinubu protesters storm National Assembly. The News Machine will be back after this message.
Now you can get your news on. Hot, fresh, exciting, and exclusive. The News Machine.
Reaching you at the same time in Lagos, Abuja, and Owerri. 3 states for the price of 1. Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7:15 a.m.
The News Machine. More than just news.
Hot FM.
We are more than just radio.
Welcome back to the News Machine. The first batch of petrol, 27 liters, imported by an independent marketer, has arrived in the country. This puts an end to a downstream monopoly market once enjoyed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL. The vessel sent Nene Elia built to arrive since last week, but was held down off Lome waters due to adverse weather, berthed at Ijegun Egba on Wednesday, following the official end of subsidies by President Bola Tinubu on May 29. Until now, state oil firms NNPCL had enjoyed a monopoly downstream market for years. The firm had single-handedly imported petrol consumed in the country and had dictated prices. Protesters in support of the fuel subsidy removal on Thursday caused a disruption at the National Assembly's main entrance, popularly known as Mopo Gate. The protesters said they decided to hit the street to show their solidarity with the President Bola Tinubu over the removal of fuel subsidy. According to the protesters, the president made the right decision by removing the cankerworm that has eaten deep into the economy. In response to the fuel price hike, the convener of Stand Up Nigeria, Sunday Atta, said that the Tinubu-led administration has done the right thing and should be supported to deliver on the dividends of democracy. Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria, MOMAN, has emphasized that the gains from subsidy removal should be urgently invested in the promised palliatives, especially subsidized transportation as well as social investment programs for healthcare, education, and infrastructure development. MOMAN stressed that initiatives being rolled out in a visible, transparent, and timely manner with a focused and sustained increase in the national production of crude oil from the current 1.2 million barrels per day to closer to 2 million barrels per day would bring the much-needed foreign exchange. Chairman MOMAN Olumide Adeosun said the downstream regulation has brought about structural changes and opportunities for Nigeria and PMS, which now stands as the most expensive product in the energy mix for consumers. Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court has granted the request of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, permission to access the medical doctor of his choice while in custody of the State Security Service. The court held that Kanu is entitled to a medical doctor of his choice, however, added such expenses should be borne by the applicant, Nnamdi Kanu. The court further held that medical examination of Kanu outside the facility of DSS should be supervised by Kanu's team of medical doctors and the report should be sealed for security purposes. Now it's time to get the trending stories from our News Machine studios at Hot FM 98.3 Abuja. Let's hook up with Abuja Report.
Good morning. Forum for Local Government Heads of Administration in Nigeria has urged President Bola Tinubu to harmonize the condition of service for its members across the country. President of the forum, Abdul Rahman Marafa, who made the appeal during the meeting of the executives in Abuja, said the present administration led by Tinubu should resolve the discrepancies in the salary structure, designation, and condition of service for heads of local government administration. Marafa, who is also the head of local government administration, Batagarawa local government area in Katsina State, explained that as the third tier of government, LGUs should be given the desired treatment.
It's serving to appeal to this government to, as a matter of policy, harmonize the nomenclature of the office of Olga. Some states they call them DPMs, others call them heads of personnel, other states call them director of personnel management. So instead of that, harmonize the name, have a new uniform nomenclature, uniform salary structure, uniform condition of service, and so we need to articulate our positions and know that whatever is happening, the condition of service actually the same thing, irrespective of the states and the local government that you are operating.
On his part, one of the participants and head of administration, Abuja Municipal Area Council, Atahiru Ibrahim Yakubu, said the FCT area councils are in support of the forum's position.
What they are saying in this meeting, we in the FCT, or we head of admin of the area councils, were in support of what the forum.
The meeting was in line with the constitution, which stated that quarterly the forum should converge in an agreed place to discuss issues in the local government and chart a new path for the development of rural areas. Chairman Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Dabiri Erewa, says Nigerians living abroad have great potential as catalysts and contributors to Nigeria's national development. Dabiri Erewa disclosed this at a World Press Conference ahead of the annual National Diaspora Day 2023, scheduled to hold July 25 to 26, 2023, themed Consolidating Diaspora Engagement for National Development. According to Dabiri Erewa, over 17 million Nigerians abroad are performing exceptionally in the fields of education, medicine, health, sports, media and entertainment, where their experiences are indispensable assets that can be harnessed to improve Nigeria's progress and development.
Nigeria as a nation, we've been saying that all the time, is blessed with rich and diverse diaspora population worldwide. These individuals such as you, our brothers and sisters in the diaspora and living abroad, possess immense potentials as catalysts and contributors to our national development. We all know that the data says we have over 17 million Nigerians in the diaspora. And one of the things I want us to also work on is this issue of data. We have set up a portal for data capturing, but it's growing gradually. But we want you to be more involved in getting Nigerians in the diaspora to let us know where they are.
Also speaking at the briefing, Chairperson Nigerians in Diaspora Organization United Kingdom South, Susan Wire, lauded Dabiri Erewa for her unwavering efforts for the diaspora through the Commission's platforms for diaspora engagement.
The theme for this year's celebration is indeed very apt and timely in view of the myriad of challenges that are currently threatening world climate change. That notwithstanding, we have the obligation to individually and collectively rise to the occasion in the interest of the survival and growth of our dear nation. As the team implies, NIDCOM has already taken steps by creating platforms and mediums such as the Global African Diaspora Symposium, and among others, the Japa Syndrome, and many others for constructive engagement globally. This is to consolidate on the gains already made. We thank you. For us in the United Kingdom, I can assure you that we are ready to cooperate with you towards the realization of targeted goals and objectives.
National Diaspora Day is expected to host thousands of participants virtually and physically in Abuja. And that's all from the News Machine studio at Hot FM Abuja. I'm Kevin Joseph La, over to Lagos.
Alright, let's link up with the News Machine studio at Hot FM 99.5 Owerri for the trending news happening in the southeastern part of the country.
Good morning and welcome to our News Machine studios in Owerri. The police command in Imo said its operatives foiled gunmen attack on the chairman, Council of Imo Traditional Rulers, Eze Emmanuel Okeke, at his Amifeke Palace in Olu local government area on Tuesday. The command's spokesman, ASP Henry Okoye, who disclosed this in a statement on Thursday, said a local security operative died from gunshot wounds after the attack. Okoye said the stiff resistance by the joint security operatives forced the hoodlums to flee to the adjoining bushes with various degrees of gunshot injuries. According to him, 2 local vigilante operatives whose names are withheld for security reasons were fatally injured in the ensuing gun duel and immediately rushed to a nearby hospital for medical attention. Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State has dispelled rumors suggesting that there is crisis brewing within the ruling All Progressives Congress, one which led to the resignation of Senator Abdullahi Adamu as chairman of the party. Addressing journalists after a closed-door meeting with APC governors, Uzodinma, who serves as chairman of the Progressives Governors Forum, said the party remains united, adding that all stakeholders are working together for the good of the APC and the country in general. Acknowledging the voluntary resignations of the national chairman and national secretary, Uzodinma commended their service to the party and expressed support for their decisions. Enugu State Governor Peter Mba has donated relief materials to 7 families, including 22 children who were rendered homeless when the building they were occupying collapsed on June 19th in Enugu. Chinasa Mba, the head of relief materials in the state's emergency management agency, said on Wednesday that the incident occurred at Ifo Layout, Agbakpanike area of Enugu. The victims lost all their valuables, but no life was lost. The state's emergency management agency official said items donated to the victims included bags of rice, corn, beans, gari, cartons of toilet soap, tomatoes and groundnut oil, as well as bags of salt, mosquito nets and mats, amongst others. That's all from the News Machine studios at Hot FM Owerri. Back to your studios in Lagos. I am Ifeinwa Nwana.
You're still listening to the News Machine, reaching you from our Hot FM stations in Lagos on 93.3 FM, Hot FM Abuja 98.3 FM, and Hot FM Owerri 99.5 FM, 7 a.m. to 7:15 a.m., Monday to Friday. Let's hear what correspondent Nesta Sani has for us on Voices in the News.
Governor Babagana Zulum talks about bringing back Nigerian internally displaced persons, IDPs, from neighboring countries.
A few months ago, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has established a committee for the repatriation, return and resettlement of IDPs that are living in the Republic of Chad, Cameroon and Niger to Nigeria. Based on the recommendation of the chairman of this committee, which is the Vice President, the sum of 15 billion naira has been released to the committee. We are here to discuss modalities of implementation. Who does what? So far, so good. A lot has been discussed. Many items will be procured so that the repatriation exercise will take place with immediate effect.
And now to the foreign scene. The United Kingdom government has imposed sanctions on 13 individuals and companies accused of involvement in abuses by the Russian paramilitary group Wagner in Mali, the Central African Republic and Sudan. The Foreign Office said that the charges include executions and acts of torture in Mali and Central African Republic, as well as threat to peace and security in Sudan. Remember, you can listen to more episodes of The News Machine and watch videos of news stories online at hotfm.ng. And that's a wrap on today's edition of The News Machine. Do well to have a beautiful day. Good morning.